I'm letting my hair cool right now. If you remember from last week's tutorial Tuesday, I let it cool and I was having like some major cowlicks, so I had to tease this a little bit. So we'll see how that looks in a little bit. I've already primed my face with my pore filler, but I didn't go in with like a regular primer, so I think I'm gonna use my Farsali Unicorn Essence just because this ish was stupid expensive and I don't really use it that much because I don't really notice a huge difference, I guess. I love my Becca one, but I've actually used up almost all of my first Becca. The back, what is it, First Light, not backlight, the First Light. Alright, so today we're going to use a different foundation besides my CoverGirl one. Today is going to be a little bit of a longer day, so usually on days like that I'm going to go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this is in the compact, which is so convenient because I did have Double Wear before, and for those of you who own it know, if you don't have a pump on it, which they did start selling a pump I saw for the regular bottle, the glass bottle, which was smart on their part because that was like the #1 complaint out of that foundation. And this one gives me a little bit of a higher coverage, which is nice on days like today. It's not going to be very hot. The high I think is only like 99 today. I think we're done with our hundreds here, which is so nice. You know, I always got to talk about the weather and how hot it is here in Arizona. So today what I'm doing is, first thing this morning, it's only about 8 o'clock, if that, I'm going to go get a pedicure, which I'm so happy about because I'm going to try and do it at least once a month. You guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about this, but it's something that I can do to pamper myself that's not expensive. I am 5 months pregnant today, and so it is getting a little bit harder, just a little, bending over and stuff for long periods. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like to the 9-month stage where I can't tie my shoes yet or anything like that, or put my own shoes on, but it'll come. Clean beauty blender. I cleaned all my brushes yesterday. Oh, that's another reason. I'm gonna go in with Tarte Shape Tape. Another reason why I wanted to get a pedicure today is because frickin' A, me and my mom cleaned all day yesterday. I mean, scrubbed floors, I cleaned my bathroom, I washed my brushes. Another thing I did was completely rearrange Aiden's room. I like moved his bed, I moved his dresser. And like I have to keep reminding you, but I'm really out of shape. And so today my back is killing me, and so it's totally worth it just to go to sit in that frickin' chair. We actually have 2 of those like massage things that you put in a chair and lean up against, which are nice, but I feel like the ones at nail salons are like for real. And no, I don't always highlight like this. I usually only do my under eyes just to conceal darkness, but feeling fancy today. I need to throw this Tarte Shape Tape out because it is getting creepy on me. I'm pretty sure I said that about a month ago. I don't think you guys know this yet because I haven't done, or no, you will know this by now. Andrew and I are going on a romantic getaway. We're going to this like 5-star hotel in Scottsdale, which I think I told you in the vlog is like, Scottsdale for Arizona is like our wealthy area of town. It's like where politicians and, you know, lawyers and judges and stuff live. This hotel, it's a actual resort. It's actually a resort. So it has like 3 like 5-star restaurants on site. It has like a spa, so we're gonna do probably a massage, but I'm thinking more a facial for me personally. My big brushes are still wet, and so I'm having to kind of improvise, even though I did it yesterday and I hung them up. I don't want to set my whole entire face with my beauty blender and look super cakey because this foundation is already more full coverage than what I usually wear. So because Andrew worked extra long days Monday through Thursday, he got Friday off, And so we're gonna leave early in the morning and we might go see it. It's funny because like clowns scared the bejesus out of me, like out of anything. You can ask my best friend Christina. God, so her and I are both obsessed with Halloween, and when we were younger, my parents would take us to haunted houses and I would be fine with like stuff that jumped out, you know, like the animatronics or even people really like, oh, I should probably tell you what I'm going in with. I'm going in with my Tarte Pro Contour, Pro Glow Kit. Look how dirty it is. I haven't used this in forever and I love it so much. And this is the Eco Tools brush precision blush. You can see that's not what I'm using it for. But as soon as the clown, like even when we were standing in line, like waiting to get into the haunted house, clowns would like stalk the lines and the crowds, you know. That was the only time I was like, nope. Even at like 14 and 15, I was like, you better get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. And of course, the more you do that, the more they mess with you. So I would always get stalked by the clowns. But Tim Curry in it like did not scar me, and I watched that at a young age. And so like I see all these people that are like Tim Curry especially scarred me for life, and I was like, no, he's just so great. But the guy that plays Pennywise in this one, funny enough, was in a show. Let me know in the comments down below if anybody else watched this. It was called Hemlock Grove, and it's a Canadian show, but it was like a Netflix original. And I was like kind of excited that it was him because I kind of knew him from something else. You know how you get excited about stupid stuff like that? And so I was like, oh my gosh. And so I feel like because I know him from another show, same as Tim Curry, like, I don't know, I just have really fond memories of Tim Curry from, you know, of course, Rocky Horror Picture Show and just a ton of other movies that I absolutely loved him in. Just loved him. Home Alone. Wasn't he in Birdhouse with Robin Williams? I'm pretty sure he was. Oh, that's another sad story. Get rid of this double chin. And I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit. I want to be like full glam today. I don't know why. I'm just in that mood where I want to be like boom, beat, and like have tons of makeup on. I'm just in that mood. I'm gonna go in with the Papa Don't Peach blush and the full powder brush. Could have used that for my powder. So anyways, because I know that guy from Hemlock Grove, I feel like I'm excited to see him in another role, more so than me being scared of him being a clown. Does that even, it doesn't even make sense. My psyche is so backwards. So backwards. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this Real Techniques contour brush for my highlight. It's opposite day in Britney world. And I'm gonna go in with the color Strobe and Stunner and kind of mix them, I think, because they're the lightest. Strobe is definitely the lightest, but I like Stunner because it has that pink that I really like. Oh, that blush is so pretty. Oh, I haven't used that in forever either. And I haven't used this contour kit in forever. We're using stuff that I don't really get a lot of use out of because I own so much makeup that I almost get over, this is gonna sound so stupid and shitty and snotty, but I have so much makeup that I almost get overwhelmed, and so I just end up using the same stuff over and over again. Does anybody else get like that? Or just me? Okay, I'm gonna do my brows off camera because it's the same old she, and I'll be right back. Welcome back to my face. So I'm breaking a rule. I am so glowy and I love it. I just combed out my hair as well after I did my brows, and I also sprayed my face with some Fix Plus so I don't look so powdery. If you missed the tutorial on how I get this hair look, I'll link it down below. My hair in the back is doing something funky, but I'll fix it later. So anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm breaking a rule. Usually I never do a tutorial with new stuff until after I've shown it to you, but the beautiful and wonderful and amazing Shaunna from The Love of Makeup got this for me as a gift, and I just love you to the moon and back for it. She's definitely my makeup BFF. Her and I were just talking about it, and she was like so excited, you guys. She was so excited for this palette, and you know, her and I go back and forth all day, every day, and so she was like asking me if I was gonna get it. I was like, girl, I just spent all of my points at Ulta, which you guys will see coming up. I had over $500 in points for this year, and I just wanted to get everything. I know I could have waited for the 20% off, but I wasn't really thinking about it. We were on our way home from California at 3 o'clock in the morning when Trend Mood notified me that Ulta dropped all their kits. And so I bought everything and spent $500. I bought a ton of stuff at Sephora, and so I was like, there's just no way. I've already spent way too much money, and so next thing I know, she sent me a text message with shipping stuff saying that she bought it for me. So to Shaunna, I love you, thank you so much. And so because I literally just got it last night and we already did our makeup, her and I are both dying to use it today. So that's what I'm gonna do. I need to prime my eyes. I know for a fact that I have to use Twilight. It's just... It just has to happen. So I'm gonna go in with my Smashbox eye primer. I haven't been priming my eyes lately. I've been using Shape Tape, but if you remember from the beginning, I was telling you my Shape Tape is getting a little bit outdated, and I wanted to go back to my roots. I'm going back to my roots another day. Let me know if you know who that is down below. Okay, I'm going to set that down with Desert Sand, which is this beautiful color right here. That is literally I want to say literally the only thing that makes me mad about the Jaclyn Hill palette is there's not a matte, like, light skin toned color in there for me to set down my primer, because I used that yesterday. I've been using it a lot lately, actually, and I have to go in with my translucent powder, which really isn't that big of a deal, I guess, but it's annoying because that's like an all-in-one palette for me. Is it has to have a light skin tone color. I could give a crap about a black. Everyone says like there has to be a black in there. I don't use black at all, ever. So I'm just stippling that over to set down that primer. So I know there was like some drama with this one from that Australian dude. I've watched a couple videos from him, and he's pretty funny, but I can't all the time. He's like way too catty for me, personally. I'm gonna go in with the color Eden and put that through my crease. I was watching Christy, like Raw Beauty Christy, which is one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. This is a Luxie 205 tapered blending brush. She was like talking about him. She's like, I freaking love him. I can't remember his name. And she's like, he is like one of the only YouTubers that I can watch and literally laugh out loud. And so I was like, oh, I like to laugh. So I went to go like look him up. There is a lot of kick up with this, but that doesn't really bother me. I know some people, like, unless it was like the Anastasia where it was literally falling out of the pan, but a little bit of kick up doesn't bother me. Anyways, I went to like go watch him, and I watched his like reading mean comments video, which I still want to do one of those so bad. I want to do that video. And literally like his response was everything was eat my ass. And that did make me laugh out loud, but like after a while you're like, okay dude, we get it, you want him to eat your butt. But just the way he says it, because he's Australian and he has like quite a thick accent, and he like says it with an American accent, which always cracks me up when, you know, like English or anybody with an accent like tries to use an American accent. I guess it's as funny as my stupid self trying to, you know, use an Australian accent or an English accent. So I did laugh at that. I like seriously want to sit down and do reading mean comments, because my best friend Christine and I were on the phone, and she was like, do people not leave you comments, or do you delete them that are like mean or nasty? And I started laughing so hard. I was like, I wouldn't delete them, you freak. You know, that's just how her and I talk to each other. And I was like, you know, I don't get them on my everyday videos. I just don't. I'm gonna bring that underneath my eyelash, or my lower lash line. I said the only videos that get kind of crazy are my retail horror stories because those videos are the most popular. Like if I look at my analytics, it gives you like the top, you know, viewed and what you're making money on. It's all retail horror stories. The whole entire little list. It gives you like 8 videos, I think, and they're all retail horror stories. And I have like 2 informational videos that I did on GlamBot and Ebates like 2 years ago, a year ago, and those ones are my money makers as well. But anyways, I was like, my retail horror stories are literally the only ones that get them. And she was like, oh, and I was like, if you want to read some mean comments, you want to read some really gross people that have nothing better to do with their lives, go watch my Ulta, you know, retail horror story. And so I really want to sit down and do one because it's literally on all of my retail horror stories. You get people of all walks of life. It's not necessarily like beauty people, you know what I mean, where they're like calling me ugly or I don't know how to do makeup or something like that. They're like attacking my personality and how I talk. And anyway, I'm gonna go in, I think, with the color Amber, and this is on a Morphe S27. So if you guys want to see that, gosh, some of them are like really, really, really bad. Like a little sneak peek. I got one yesterday, and I don't always get the email for it because a lot of the time, if it's not a like regular subscriber, and if somebody says like, hey, check out my video, blah, 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 it goes to like the spam box, you know what I mean? And so I don't get a notification for it. And so sometimes I'll just like go on and look. And so I got notified of this one yesterday, which I was like really surprised about. And it said, it was on a retail horror story. And I just happened to mention the fact that Andrew was in the military, you know? He still is, but I was like talking about him and us living like on base or something. I don't remember the whole context of the video because it's quite a bit older. And this person went on there and was like, how do you feel? How does it feel knowing your husband kills people for a living or something? And I was like, oh, and I sent it to Andrew. I like showed it to him. So it must have been 2 days ago. And he was like, God, people are so ignorant. If somebody's in the military, that automatically means they're like out on the battlefield with a gun in their hand, like shooting children. When, number one, my husband's only been deployed once, and it wasn't to a combat zone. It was in Qatar, which is kind of like, or it was when he got deployed, kind of like neutral zone where our guys would come over from Iraq and Afghanistan, and that was like a leave base, and it was also a hub for going back home. I'm gonna go in with the color Amethyst, I think, and just run that through my crease. And this is on a Morphe, don't know what, because the writing wears off on these. And so, you know what I mean? Like, my husband's never shot a weapon in the military in a combat zone. And even if he did, who do you think those guys are doing it for? The president? No. I mean, the president's the one who told him to do it, but a lot of those guys are so passionate about fighting for their country and its country's men, you know, and women. And it's just like when I tell people that Andrew's Air Force, like, they automatically think like he's a pilot. Like, no. No. And so it's just like annoying almost. Ooh, that purple is so pretty. I'm gonna put that underneath my lash line too. I'm having zero issues with this, like not blending. I mean, it's not Fallout City all over my face. Like, I don't know what the drama was about, aside from that Australian dude who started a bonfire about it. I think it was just because that ish had just happened with the Anastasia palette that everyone was like up in arms about this palette. Everyone wanted to know everyone's opinion about it. And so whoever did like an Anastasia review, you know, got tons of views. And so I think that he was like trying to start another one of those. Didn't work though. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the color Twilight. This is the one I'm most excited about. Ah, yes! Oh my god. What? 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 Oh Oh my gosh. I die. I'm dead. I literally just died. Not literally. And I'm flipping you off. Does anybody else get irritated when people say literally and they're using it incorrectly? Like me just now saying I'm literally dead. I'm breathing, so obviously I'm not dead. Oh my gosh, look at that color. Alright, I can't not use my middle finger and put my other fingers down. Speaking of which, I got to use my middle finger the other day, which I don't get the chance to do all the time. You guys have heard me talk about this many times on my channel about how I have like super bad road rage. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I do. And this guy pulled out in front of me and my mom when we were on our way to a doctor's appointment nonetheless, which really pissed me off because I was going to see the scary doctor. I'm gonna go back in with that amber color and just put it back in my inner and outer corner. I'm kind of doing a halo eye. A really poor attempt at one, but and not only pulled out in front of me when I was going like 50, because the speed limit was like 45, I think. So I wasn't like speeding like a crazy person or anything like that. And decided to like pull out in front of me and then only go like 25. So I had to slam on my brakes. I was like, oh, so I like laid on my horn and then they ended up making a right-hand turn like right after they cut me off. And so we drove by him and I got to flip him off. Because you put me, my mom, and my unborn child in danger. You're gonna get the middle finger. And that's how I feel about that. I don't know who said that these do not blend. Like, I have to show you, I'm not the best at blending. Look at how amazing that gradient is. Like, even underneath, the purple blended into the orange looks like so good. It looks so good. I'm so impressed. I love it. God. Alright, I need to do an inner corner and a brow bone highlight. So I think I'm gonna go, I want something like bright white in my inner corner. And I have just the thing to do it. This is MAC Soft Frost Extra Dimension Skin Finish. And so it's white with like a purple reflect. It's perfect for this look, huh? So jealous of people that have like a ton of like eyelid space and like space in their lids. Like mine is like literally inner corner nose. I have like no room in between. This is a It Cosmetics little detailer brush that I've had forever. It's my absolute favorite inner corner and highlighting brush. And I've had it so long the writing has gone. I'm so in love, I don't even know what to do. Alright, I'm gonna go in with this Ulta automatic lip liner, eyeliner in the color Grape and see if I can get that on my lower lash line. That's literally just sticking to my lower lashes. Maybe I'll do white so I look more awake. This is from NYX. I haven't done white liner in forever, and you know what is funny is Miss Beth, my lovely friend Miss Beth Wade, was saying that she remembers I did a look with a white liner and how much she loved it because she used to do it when she was younger. So thanks for some inspo, Miss Beth. I haven't done a white waterline in quite some time. I'm definitely gonna do a wing because this look calls for it. It's very sassy and very bright for first thing in the morning. These nail people are gonna be like, girl, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? One wing done. Here's to praying that the other one matches somewhat. I got messy real quick. I had to completely redo my, not completely, but I had to wipe off my eyeliner because it just kept getting thicker and thicker and thicker. So this is much, much better. And I did put on some mascara. I used the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Everyone's saying it's like as good, if not better than the Better Than Sex, but I don't know yet. So I'm gonna do something funky on my lips. This is from Bite Beauty. This is the cream lip gloss in Rose Pearl. It's like this duochrome. I feel like that's just the mood I'm in. I want like boom in your face, dramatic, fun makeup. And it may not even look good, but I like it. Look at, I was like redoing my Cosmo Cube and I have so many lip products in the top drawer that I never even use. And this is one of them. And it's just so easy because it's a gloss. Oh, yeah. That is a lot of makeup, and I like it. I do. I'm just in that mood. So first impressions on the palette is that I love it. I feel like it blended really, really nice. It's very pigmented. I was kind of worried about Twilight because it started looking like it was gonna fade, but it's still there and going strong. So the colors are just so pretty, and I feel like this is definitely one of those palettes where you could definitely do some neutral color looks, but also if you're like me and you like a pop of color here or there or all over, this is definitely an amazing palette. I absolutely love it. Shaunna, thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart for getting this for me. I'm so excited about it. I'm gonna go snap Shaunna right now and show her the look I came up with. I'm so excited. So thank you so much for watching this chit chat tutorial Tuesday on the Huda Desert Dusk palette. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you have any other requests, leave them down below. I always enjoy talking to you guys in the comments. I love you guys so much. If you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Brittany Cocco. You are watching the Cocco channel. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.